Woohoo, hello hyperspace! My name is Davontos and it's time to get hyped because this is some campy Overwatch gameplay. That's right, Davontos has always been a camper, even in Overwatch. So, tomorrow, June 20th is a special day in Overwatch because that's when we are going to get the new Lunar map alongside one new game mode. And I'm not too sure if this game mode's here to stay, but we are getting a new game mode alongside the Lunar map, so I'll try my very hardest to have some gameplay for you guys showing the new gameplay mode and the new Lunar map. So, about this Lunar map, it's a capture point, as I covered this before. It's a capture point, I'm going to play it like Hanamura, capture point A, then you move on to point B. Same thing with the defenders, you gotta defend point A. If it gets captured, they defend point B. For this new game mode, I'm not too sure what it's called, but it's basically going to be zero gravity mode, which means you can have people flying around Hanamura, or should I say floating around Hanamura, and floating around different maps like King's Row or Numbani, and the gravity is going to be very, very low, which makes for very creative playstyles. You can have floating sniping Widowmakers, floating Bastion turrets, Winstons who can basically just fly. I feel like Pharah's going to be very overpowered in this game mode, and same thing with Soldier. But, this is actually a game mode that they said they're going to add in the custom game, so you can tweak it around. I guess you can probably tweak how strong or weak you want the gravity, which means this is something players can always have on in their own custom games, which will make for some really, really interesting hide-and-seek game modes. Because in Overwatch, there are a lot of places, if you play a lot of Pharah and Widowmaker and D.Va, there are places where you can get to that, not everybody can get to, obviously, because you can fly or have the grappling hook. And, imagine playing this zero gravity mode and you have a Torbjorn who puts his turret on top of a rooftop. Or you have, let's say, like a Bastion who's literally floating around the place and he's just like shooting everybody. So if you were to put this in a hide-and-seek kind of game mode, you can have heroes hiding in any spot. So you would know, I can't always search the ground for a Torbjorn. Torbjorn can be up on the roofs, or who knows, maybe Torbjorn's just going to be floating up in the air and you're never going to find him. So I think it's a really, really cool thing how they're adding this into the custom game modes. And I'm pretty sure, that you guys are very creative with the community. You come up with all these, funky, weird, sometimes fun, or quirky, whatever you want to call it, multiple kind of game modes that you can have with this, with just the stuff that they give you for the custom games. So, when this new game mode does launch, it is basically 100% confirmed you will get one free loot box with your first victory. And what I would actually do at this point, because there are no special events going on, which means there's no limited time items, if you're playing Overwatch and you're getting a lot of loot boxes, I would just start stacking up on those coins for the next event. And I believe the next event is the Summer Games. And the reason I say this is because the anniversary event was the most expensive event up to date, and come the other events, you want to have enough Overwatch coins stacked up, just in case, as I usually say, you don't get what you want from the loot boxes, you can spend your coins. So, why not start saving up your coins now for the next event? It makes sense, and I mean, on top of that, there's not really any point in, spending 1,000 coins on that legendary Sombra costume or something, when you can just get that from a loot box at any time. You're better just saving those 1,000 coins for the next event so you can spend it on limited time only items. That makes more sense. I mean, unless you really, really want that skin, then fine. But if you feel like it's something that should wait, I feel like you shouldn't really spend your currency yet. Wait for those special events so you can guarantee yourself a couple of limited time items. But that's just my simple suggestion. So, how this lunar map is going to play out. It has a ton of flank routes, and it's kind of open actually. It's not really like a really tight map, it's really open. It has a lot of open flank routes, so that means people who are flankers or fast-moving characters like D.Va, Soldier, Tracer, Genji, maybe even Sombra, they're going to be very, very powerful in this map, and players who are very stationary like Bastion, Torbjorn, and Symmetra, they're probably not going to be that great, which offers a very interesting playstyle because this is capture point and it's going to play it like Hanamura. In maps like Hanamura or maps like Volskaya Industries, you have Torbjorns and you have Symmetras who show up all the time. But in this map that has a lot of flank routes and fast-moving heroes, Torbjorn and Symmetra aren't really going to be that useful because their equipment can get shot from all angles. So it really offers a little twist on playstyle, and I'm really interested to see how the community is actually going to take it. And so this map will come out tomorrow alongside with the new Roadhog, which is the weaker hog, I like to call it. His hook does the same damage, however his shotgun's damage is decreased by 33%, meaning he will have to do 2 shots to kill a soldier instead of just one. And the new Reaper is also coming as well. Now with this new Reaper, he gets 20% back health depending on how much damage he gives to the enemy. So if he gives the enemy 100 damage with his shotguns, he gets 20 health back. So this is going to make Reaper an anti-tank monster, and this is going to make Roadhog a little squishier. However, Roadhog can still shoot faster, so it kind of balances out. I'm not too sure. This is something we're going to have to test out. And that's basically about it. So if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day!